What up, guys? It's Brian with Portable Generators. This is for any mechanic, anyone that's gonna be a mechanic, anyone that's doing schooling for engine, diesel, electricians, but mostly just straight up like auto mechanics, diesel, you know, working at a dealership or working on heavy equipment. This has to be said. Do not, please do not get peer pressured. Do not buy anything from any tool truck. Do not buy a single Snap-on. Do not buy a single Matco. Do not buy any name brand tool that is charging you 20 times what they are getting them for. You can see by doing some simple searches on Google, Matco is not making their tools. They're just rebranding them from a company that they have a contract with. And so, like, you can find, there's a guy, the Subaru dude, he looks into it and finds the manufacturer that has contracts with Matco or Snap-on and will show you the same exact tool that you spent $300 on, and he will show you the tool that is the same everything for 20, 40, 50 bucks. And that's even going too far. You don't need to waste your time on that. I haven't broken a single wrench, socket, honestly, any tool that was metal, I haven't broken one. So there is no like, oh, if you get this brand, it's going to break. I went on Amazon and I researched for a while the tools that I was getting. For my wrenches, I got gear wrench, and it's got the ratchet closed part that you can ratchet closed or tight, tight or loosen it without having to take it off and manually keep taking it off, turning the, the angle. You can just literally go, super cheap compared to Snap-on. And like I said, I've not broken a single thing. Sunex I've got for some of the bigger sockets. For electrical insulated stuff, I got some Kleins. You want a fluke meter, but do not buy a Snap-on OBD2 new, at least. Do not be buying wrenches and screwdrivers and pliers that are name brand. It's just absolutely ridiculous. No one gives a shit about your expensive ass tool. That half the time you see videos where people just buy them to like make their tool chest look good. That's insane. Do not even start an account with any of them. It's absolutely ridiculous. It really is. I've never bought one, but when I hear people talking about spending just thousands and thousands of dollars and owing ridiculous amounts of money to the Snap-on and Matco trucks, it's like, dude, the thing is metal, man. Like, get a cheap one, and if it fucking breaks, get a new one, and you're still 50x less than buying a Snap-on. But there's a lifetime warranty. Dude, come on now. It still doesn't... if there was a lifetime warranty and, like, they're obviously... the percentage of the tools like breaking versus how much money they're getting for them, they don't even break enough to where it's worth it. Like, you're still, even if you bought a tool for 300 bucks and it broke one time like 4 years later and you got a new one, you're still over the top paying extra compared to just having a $20 freaking ratchet that literally will last just as long or not longer they will last just as long as any Matco or Snap-on tools. The older ones were a different story. They were made with a way stronger type steel, metal, whatever. They're not made in the U.S. They're made by a Chinese manufacturer that might be a little bit higher end than your typical Chinese factory. I doubt it. Stop getting ripped off. You don't need a fancy tool. I mean, unless you're trying to like impress your coworker, once you leave work, like people don't want to end up using their socket sets, their wrenches, their ratchets, because they don't want to lose it because of how expensive it was. There's no point. There's no point at all. No one cares about your tools. Back in the day, it was something more common. Nowadays, guys, don't fall into that trap. Please do not be the person that's got $5,000, $10,000 owed to the truck as a brand new apprentice that you got out of schooling and you're making only 18 bucks an hour, 20 bucks an hour, and you've got this big ass payment that you got to do. For what? I don't know. What does that tool really help you with that these other tools nowadays literally have the same sort of benefits? Do not be spending your money on some stupid ass tools that you can spend 20 bucks on instead of 150 or 200 bucks. Seriously. I hope someone listens to that. Like I said, I never bought a single main OEM brand tool. I have Milwaukee's, but I'm talking like this super expensive bullshit tools. I've been in the trucks, don't get me wrong, it's super cool shit, I guess. It's just because like it's all compacted there and you can look at just everything. But you could go on Amazon and literally just find the best reviewed non-OEM tools and you're going to have the same result. I promise you. You're probably going to even be faster with the non-OEM tools. You know why? Because there's literally some people that like don't want to hit the metal hard enough while they're trying to loosen a bolt. They don't want to put a little scuff in their tool. I mean, don't become that person. Please. You know, if you are looking for advice on tools, you can't go wrong with Milwaukee. You know, get an impact, get a hammer drill, sawzall, circular saw, get Craftsman sockets, because it is lifetime. If it breaks, you go right into Lowe's and you can get a new one. You got to bring the broken one in. And they're not expensive. They've got nice tool, like drawer boxes that you can lock the drawers. You can stack stuff on. Get that kit. Get a fluke meter. You know, and get some gear wrenches that have the auto ratchet. You know, you're going to build up your tools over time, but as long as you get a ratchet and a socket set and a wrench set and, you know, the meter, all of that, you'll be good to at least do the basic stuff until you start seeing like, oh, this technician that's really, really experienced is doing these jobs and he's using these tools. Let me start investing. That's what I did. So when that guy was not around and they're like, dang, we need someone to do this. And I'm like, dude, I've watched him and like worked with him doing that for a while now. And I have the tools to get it done. And that's how you play the game. But yeah, guys, don't be buying Snap-on and Matco. I mean, seriously. There is not anyone to impress by having some $400, $300 ratchet that does nothing, that you're not breaking constantly, so the lifetime warranty is not even, you can't even argue that. You know, there's going to be a couple guys, oh, I've broken this 5 times. I'm talking about average, just in general, dude. People don't normally break their shit. Like I said, if you break it 1 time, that still doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't do anything. That could just be an extra couple $100 that you have invested in something else. You don't need to invest in overpriced tools when nowadays the reviews that you can look up on Amazon for Gear Wrench and Sunex and all of the Nico, whatever, haven't had a single issue with any of them. So, hope this helps, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.